I don't come to time to talk.
Coming out too.
Okay, it says here.
What is it? The complaint.
Yeah, that I specifically gave instructions to ignore a court order.
That's what Wyford
okay,
said.
I did no such thing.
He said,
And I've got everybody in this office that can vouch that I said that if you have custody and there's papers, then we have to abide by the custody.
"Oh, really?"
Yes. I have everybody in there that can testify.
Well, I got it on tape.
Huh?
I got on tape him telling me that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what.
But okay, so you
I ain't trying to hem you up, man.
Well, I know, but this is. I mean.
You want me to mark that part out?
Yeah, because I did not once say ignore a court order, and I've got everybody in that office that asked me what to do about that situation yesterday.
So what did you want? What did you say to do?
I said you have a court order. You both have custody.
Why?
And if it's your turn to have the kids, then that's what we have to go by.
And why did Wyford say that she was going to take him under your order?
I don't know why. I'm going to go have a chat with him too, because I sat right in there with everybody in that office, and when they asked me what we do about this, and I said, what does his document say?
Yeah.
If he has custody of the kids, then he has custody of the kids.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's not anything at all what I said.
Well, I'm sorry. That's, to the best of my knowledge, that's what was communicated to me. And if it's not true, I apologize.
Yeah, it is not true.
To the best of my knowledge, that's what was told to me. He said, I'm sorry, my boss, the undersheriff, told me to let her take the child.
No.
That I can't stop her.
No.
I said, but you could stop the adult because she's in violation of the law. And he said, I'm sorry, I know. And
I was in front of everybody in there when I told them, they asked me what to do in this situation. And I said, what does his paperwork say?
Yeah.
That's what we got to go off of.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But my lawyer said you don't really have to because there's no court order telling you have to.
Have to what?
Enforce a court order.
Well, I mean.
So technically, you got a loophole there. So you
well,
shouldn't.
Still yet though. I mean, if you have custody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at?
I don't know. I'm learning. This is all new to me. I never wanted to have anyone in this situation. You know. I think it's terrible especially for the children.
Well, I mean, it's always a bad situation when kids are involved. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's always bad, regardless of what's going on either side. I mean, when kids are involved, it's always a bad situation.
I really wish that. I mean, she's not even supposed to be having these conversations in front of my daughter. She went there, made a big scene, with my daughter there. That's serious. That's also in the court order.
Well, as far as what I was in my office with other people.
Yeah.
I had other people in my office.
I get it. I had those two running up from the.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a mess.
And so I came in on the very end of this.
Yeah.
When they asked me, and
sheriff's gone, and you got to make like a command decision.
Well, I mean, I asked, what does the documentation say?
Yeah.
What is the documentation? That's what we got to go on.
You got a copy of it? Do I need to get you a copy or
of what?
The court order?
No, I don't have a copy. I didn't see it. I asked what it said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to catch you and let you know that is not.
I could review the tape again just to make sure, and maybe he misspoke.
Yeah, because I did not say that.
Okay.
I know there was some communication between the judge, the representative from the judge, and then an attorney. I do know that.
Okay, I FOIA'd to get all that Freedom of Information Act request, so we could go over that.
For what?
All of that.
All of what?
All those communications.
As far as
what you just said, like everything that happened yesterday.
I didn't record it.
You remember any of it?
Huh?
Do you recall any of it?
Yeah, she came over and said that she was talking to her lawyer.
Yeah, and the lawyer called you, or?
No, I didn't talk to nobody.
You didn't talk to nobody? No. You said from the court?
This was communicated from a court representative and apparently your ex-wife's lawyer.
Which court? Do you know which court representative?
It was Malloy's. Malloy's
Oh,
bailiff.
the new special judge, Malloy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And did he say let her take her?
I didn't
or
talk to Malloy.
Who talked to him?
I talked to his bailiff.
To the bailiff?
To the
Oh.
bailiff.
Oh.
And she said that there's nothing we could do as far as let her keep the child. I said that too. We can't make her keep the child.
You can't make her keep the child?
Yes.
Or you can't make her relinquish the child?
No, can't make her keep it.
Yeah.
If it's your visitation.
Yeah, I was ready to show
then it's your visitation.
the court order
And
like
that's
I
what
had
I told
it.
everybody in that office when they asked me, hey, he's here to pick up the child, but she don't want the child to go. And I was like, nothing we can do about it. Exactly what I said.
Okay.
Nothing
I'm
we
not
can
a
do.
judge, I'm a father looking out for my children's
Sure.
interest.
No. But I sat in there and told him, if he's got custody,
Yeah.
if it's a court order of custody, then there's nothing the sheriff's office can do about it.
I don't know.
It's his visitation.
I don't know where it's gonna go.
It's his visitation.
Hopefully, this will all be over soon.
So let me ask you this though.
Sure.
And you don't have to tell me. I mean,
No
but
problem.
How often do you have? Because I notice you guys come here
Yeah.
to pick up to do the child exchange. So how often during the week do you have? Because you were just here like the day before picking them up.
Yeah. Every other week, I pick them up Wednesday at 4, and then Thursday at 4, and then every other week Fridays at 4 too. Unless there's like a holiday, like recently it was spring break.
Sure.
So I was picking them up on those days early.
No, I'm just curious. I mean, I see you quite a bit, so and that's why. Because yesterday I even made the comment. I was like, so he's here to pick him up. He just picked him up yesterday.
Yeah.
Is it like I'm
It's
just
complicated.
Me, I'm assuming. Okay, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming because I saw you when I was leaving, picking him up,
Yeah.
and then here it is the next day. So I didn't know if it was like like you have them during the day or at night, and she has them during the day. And
It's
so
an overnight thing, and then I
Okay.
bring them to the public school the next morning,
Sure.
and then she picks them up and
and
brings them here.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But that was why I was like, when I was like, well, he just got the kids yesterday,
Yeah.
and he's picking up again. So I wasn't sure if it was, how it was. But regardless, that's never here nor there. I mean, that's, but no, I did not want, say, to go against the judge's order.
All right. It's not for. That's just what was told to me, so
Yeah.
that's what I put down. If that comes up later, we'll work it out.
Yeah.
However,
I
it needs
did
to
not,
be.
and like I said, everybody in that office can testify. When they came and asked me, what do we do in this situation? I said, what does the court order say?
Okay. Well, I don't plan on having nobody up on the stand or about that. I
Well,
just want my children
but,
home.
Well, when I see my name and words that I supposedly said,
Yeah.
I want to make it clear that no, this is not what I said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just I'll review the tape too. Maybe I misheard or someone misspoke or something. But to the best of my knowledge, that's
Well,
my understanding.
I just wanted to be clear. This was not what I said.
Okay.
What now? Whether it got mistranslated to you, I can't answer that because I wasn't out here or wherever.
Right.
Wherever
It was Detective Wilford.
Okay.
Or is it Wyford? Or
Wyford.
Well, I keep thinking Wilford.
Yeah.
Wyford. And your name is pronounced
Rocky Ferdig.
Ferdig. Yes.
Ferdig, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry we had to meet like recently under the.
It's nice.
Like, I respect law enforcement. I respect what you do. I know it's tough. Like, I can't imagine. I can't even imagine keeping the peace, especially with all these different things in this small. I've never seen anything like this as in Ottawa County.
In small town.
But you got DEA, FBI, marshals, sheriff, city, other cities, tribal police, BIA.
We all have all different policies and everything.
Yeah, and then all the criminal activity, in spite of more law enforcement agencies concentrated in one county than I've ever seen anywhere else. It just boggles the mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it, but I'm not from here, you know. So, I hope everything's cool between us.
No, yeah, nothing. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset. I want to be aware that no, this is not. I did not say this.
Okay.
I did not say that. And like I said, I got a whole office in there.
All I got is a tape recorder where Wyford's saying it.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a whole office in there that asked me.
So, and I hope it. I mean, it probably won't come to anyone having to do anything like that.
I'll ask him what.
And I really like your office to follow the open records laws, take this investigation seriously. Mm-hmm. False allegations were made against me.
Okay.
It's already been
known. Did you make a report?
We had a deposition. It's already that temporary protective order was dismissed as totally made up, totally false. Mm-hmm. Everything she said, the deposition has shown that her allegations are false. So whenever y'all went, not you, but whoever went to do the welfare check, and she said, "I'm trying to get away from an abusive husband," she's lying. Okay. I, on the other hand, have turned in evidence from the Bureau of Indian Affairs who took my report. I was afraid to come back here since what happened with the criminal child stealing report got turned into kidnapping, turned into not making a report, turned into 4 months later backdrafting a report, and then having the DA's investigators come and interrogate.
Backdrafting report.
Well, yeah. You told me you didn't have to make a report. It was a waste of taxpayer dollars.
Sure. I told you they weren't going to go and investigate something that was a civil issue.
Right. And then eventually you did.
I know, but before, let's make sure we get all of our facts right.
Yeah.
It was a civil matter. The DA's office already signed off as a civil matter. That's what I was trying to explain to you when you wanted us to go do this and go do that and this and that. And I said, we're not going to send detectives out on a civil matter. That's stuff that can be handled in court. Mm-hmm. There's a fine line between what we can do on a civil side versus what we can't do.
Yeah, I get it.
And I'm not going to send detectives out that could be working on other cases when we know we've already got word from the DA's office that it's a civil matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when I talked to you on the phone and I said we're not going to waste taxpayer money paying detectives to chase leads on a civil suit.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make sure that we get that right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the report wasn't, because I came to get the records and you said there aren't any.
There are none.
But then you made some.
It's an information report. It's not
information report.
It's an information report. What I did.
Oh, okay.
What I did was an information report.
It seemed to include the welfare check where they went to the Zimmerman residence and talked to my wife.
Now, if it was my report that I did, it wouldn't have anything to do with it.
There was 3 parts of the report, 3 components. One involved, it appears to be the welfare check, where they had to go into the Zimmerman's residence, make sure my children were there and safe.
Okay.
The second part was about me coming in to make the criminal complaint, and then the third part was added by Leslie Bizzle.
Okay. Well, I did one.
Yeah.
I did one that I turned in because the sheriff asked if I would do an information so that the DA had something to read to basically figure out why we're where we're at.
Okay.
That's all mine was. It wasn't a criminal. It wasn't anything to go against you. It was just an information as to why we were where we were at that time.
I think you had also a very limited amount of information because you hadn't gotten from the BIA the report of the assault and battery that occurred against me in front of my children by my wife.
Okay. Then that happened after I turned in that report.
Actually, it happened in 2022. I just hadn't reported it yet.
Okay. Well, then, if you hadn't reported it, how am I supposed to?
Right. I didn't know if DA was communicating with you because they have it.
No.
They have that.
No.
And that's why I recently brought it to y'all's attention also, so you'd have a full picture of what's really going on here.
Yeah, when I did that report...
Because there is malicious... I mean, I'm telling you, the child stealing applies because it was malicious. Yeah. They're under the age of 16.
Okay,
they were kept and hidden.
Okay, I'm not going to sit there and argue about that.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to outline the elements.
Because the DA's... and I know that we know the elements.
Okay.
And the DA's office signed off on it, stating that there was no crime committed.
Well, I'm waiting for them to actually give me that documentation.
Yeah.
They're stonewalling me right now, and I'm also asking your office to give me that documentation. So I'm just waiting for records requests to be fulfilled. The Oklahoma law says it needs to be prompt. If they're here now, I should be able to see them now,
Okay. Well,
or as soon as they are available.
okay, and I
know you're closed, so
I just came out here, so I haven't even had a chance to sit down and look to see what all you've requested.
No problem. You know, I think like 10 to 14 business days is reasonable. DA said no, 90 days is reasonable. I was like, well, that's unreasonable.
Well,
But
I can't live.
the Oklahoma law says prompt. If it's available, like now, then I should be able to inspect
If
it
it's
now.
available.
Right.
If it's available.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think 10, 14 days is reasonable, and how should I send my email if any time you can get back, whoever the sheriff wants to write me back again, whatever. It's after hours. I don't want to hold you up, man.
I told you. I mean, just because it shuts down doesn't mean I shut down. So.
You're like overnight shift or something?
No.
Got a lot of back house
just
closing down
trying to finish up paperwork.
I've never worked like I was really interested in college and working for like the federal government and the State Department, and they sent me overseas and everything. It was pretty fun learning, but I'd like to know more about like local sheriffs, law enforcement. I try to get a ride along with they don't do it there either. Yeah, I understand.
I mean, even if you sign a piece of paper, at the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
If you got hurt or something like that, I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
You know.
And I'm too old now they have these cutoff dates, and I got a hip injury, so I probably couldn't even pass the.
Probably just about,
It's frustrating. My son's interested though, learning about it.
Okay.
I'm trying to give him a positive impression.
There you go.
Without, he's like, when he saw them people running in here, he's like, "What's going on, Dad?" I'm trying to frame it in a non-threatening manner, well, they're asking me, why do they keep coming in and out? Like, well, you're getting batteries for the radios. Maybe they spill some on their shirt. They want to change, switch cars, all kinds of stuff. This is headquarters.
Legal, getting papers to serve.
Yeah, he has so many questions. I can't always give him all the answers yet.
Right. Well, sometimes I don't have all the answers.
Yeah, I don't even have. Yeah, right. I don't even have all the answers too.
I don't have all the answers.
Gosh, what a mixed up situation. You brought me out here. Do you have any other things to say?
No. I just want. The only the lobby was full of people, and so out here we could.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, it wasn't like I know. It was just the lobby was full of people, so come out here where we could actually talk. I just wanted to point that out. That was not. I did not say this at all.
Okay.
And so that's the only thing. That was the only thing I wanted to discuss with you.
Okay.
I mean. That was it. Other than everything else, we'll turn it in and we'll try to get everything.
Right on. I really don't plan on pressing any of that or pressing you or anything about this. This was kind of I had assistants drafting this, and they just thought it was important to say because that's what I was told. And
right.
But
well, I'll address that too and find out.
I hear you.
Like I said, I had a room full of people that when they asked me, and I said, we have to go by what the court order says.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have custody, you have custody.
Yeah.
Because it's.
Nobody wants to arrest her in front of the children either. That would be probably not in their best interest. That would be kind of scary for them. Or to detain her, I would imagine.
Well, I mean, they can write it up. And, the DA's office is ultimate. I mean, we don't. That's the thing. People think that we're the ones that file the charges. We don't file the charges.
You just forward them to them, and there's no private prosecution in Oklahoma either.
Yeah, so, the DA's office is who files charges.
Who's their boss? Somebody was in there, and a lady came out and said, the sheriff sent us over here. Everyone in the courthouse sent us over here to file this here, and they said we need to speak to the DA or get on his calendar. And she said, well, the sheriff ain't his boss. And I was like, well, who is his boss? He's elected, right?
The DA?
Yeah. But does he have a boss other than the people?
DA council.
District Attorney Council.
Yeah,
but as an elected official, sort of like the sheriff, his boss is the people?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that's what I thought, but I don't know.
He's an elected official.
Maybe there's another boss we don't know about. I don't know. It's not the city council. the county commissioners. They're just responsible for the budget.
Yeah. I would assume DA council. I mean, that's who I would.
Gosh, there's a lot to learn. Government is so complicated.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different department that I don't even. I'm not an attorney. I don't wish to be one.
Yeah, I don't either now. I was thinking about law school, and now I'm like, oh, it makes me sick. I don't know how anyone can deal with all that.
Yeah. But now we'll get the thing up and get it turned over to the DA's office and see what, see where they go with it.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right, you bet.
Do you like to be called Rocky or Undersheriff Ferdig or
Just call me Rocky.
Rocky?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah, I'm very, I don't know how you put it, very plain, simple, very simple.
Okay.
I don't need no titles.
Okay, Rocky.
I don't need no titles. All right.
All right.
So
Take care.
We'll get this taken care of, and we'll see where the DA goes with it.
All right.
All right.
Invite you and whoever else wants to come. Sacred Heart, 5:30. We have a free meal, fish. There's like a Sacred Heart right north of Walmart. It's a Sacred Heart parish. It's the Catholic church there.
Okay. Across from Walmart.
Yeah. Well, catty corner or not catty corner, right next to. It's right next to Walmart, right across the fence.
Big red brick building. South of Walmart, wouldn't it be?
Well, north of Walmart. The south one is the Lutherans, I think, just north of them, and they have two big pine trees.
The Catholic church
yeah.
right there. Okay. Okay. I know. Yeah, I was trying to think.
The Knights of Columbus during Lent, we give out hush puppies, like jalapeno hush puppies and regular. 2 different kinds of fried fish, desserts, drinks. It's free. We ask donations, but
Sure.
It's not required.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
So I've been inviting people. It starts
Sure.
at 5:30.
I'll pass on the word.
Cool. Thanks.
All right. You bet.
See ya.